A solid Saturday effort for the Coastal Carolina basketball team. Big South win number 7. Good Sunday. This is the Cliff Ellis Show. I'm Rich Krampanis. And, Coach, we've sweated out so many games. It was nice to have one that didn't go down to the very end.
It's the first time that we've had a conference game that didn't go into the last minute. And, proud of our team. It was a great defensive win. Rich, I thought our guys did a great job. Warren did a great job on Tristan Carey, premier player in our league, and he shut him down. And we just got some good defense. We got good rebounding. Haji had 10 rebounds. Josh Cameron, 7 rebounds. I thought that was huge. When your point guard gets 7 rebounds, that says a lot.
And more importantly, this team showed how it could rebound after a tough loss that happened on Wednesday against High Point.
Well, that's right. You got to bounce back. I mean, it's one game at a time, and we've now played 10 games. It's a 6-game race. The rest of the way, it's almost like 2 tournaments. We got the Big South Conference tournament coming in a month. Then at the same time, we're in the thick of the race. We got a 6-game race now, and I'm proud of our team for being in that position, but we got a lot of big games ahead.
Let's look back on Saturday's bounce-back effort against Longwood. And, Coach, you fell behind 5-0, but after that, you took control with a real nice 17-2 run.
Well, our defense was giving us opportunities, and it gave us a chance to kind of open the game up a little bit. I thought the ball really wasn't going in the hole the way that we need to, and I thought we were having some turnovers. We've given some offensive possessions away because I thought we could have really blown the game open, but our defense was hanging in.
Here's Josh Cameron with the steal and a lay-in, and this was really the start of that big 17-2 run.
Well, that was a good play by Josh. Josh had a good offensive game. He shot the ball well. He rebounded. Too many turnovers, but at the same point in time, he had a good game overall.
Cameron knocking down the 3 here to make it 17-7, and then, Coach, a guy I think that's going to keep getting better as time goes on this season, Colton Ray St. Cyr with a 3. It's 22-8.
Well, we're glad to have his presence back. He missed a lot of the season with his fractured foot, and I think his size really gives us some defensive presence.
For about a 6-minute stretch and a half, Coach, you had a lot of good looks, and you talked about it in the press conference. Sometimes that ball just doesn't fall. A lot of in and outs, good looks, and you went dry here a little bit.
Well, you're going to have games where offensively it just doesn't seem to be clicking. Your defense has to show in those circumstances.
Elijah Wilson on the inside, and then Badu Jang with the drive. You're up 12, 26-14.
Well, that's a good lead. Now we've got to manage it. Now's the time to try to stretch it. We didn't stretch it, but we've got that double-digit lead. We need to try to get the knockout punch.
I think Elijah Wilson showing his involvement as a player. They're guarding him much more on the perimeter because they know what he can do. So here he goes and takes it to the hole.
Well, here's where we're at. I mean, we've played 10 games in our conference. Everybody knows. So they're going to see. They're going to take away your strength. So you've got to be able to counter.
33-20 at the second half, Coach. Josh Cameron with another 3 to get you up 15.
That was a big 3. He made some big shots for us.
And then here's Michelle Ananga getting loose for a slam. It's an 11-point lead. Coach, you kind of kept that 10 to 12-point range lead for a long time.
Yeah, it was back and forth really in the second half. Longwood had gotten a lot more comfortable, getting used to the facility, and we were just having to play good defense.
Warren Gillis with his first field goal of the game makes it 47-35, and then here's Badu Jang. I think he's kind of figuring out his superpowers as he slams it down.
Well, he's had 3 tremendous games in a row. He got 8 rebounds, I think 16 points. His play has just been tremendous. What a lift he's given our team.
Defense is your calling card, and here's Michelle Ananga with the block shot. And it's very important I show this highlight because, Coach, your wife came over to me and said, you better show that on the highlights. So we're going to show it twice.
Well, you go ahead. You better. It's getting close to Valentine's Day. You'll do me a big favor.
Here's that Michelle Ananga block shot one more time. It just goes to show how good the defense has been for Coastal Carolina. But Longwood not going away. Allen makes it 54-46. Coach, you call a timeout, and this is where Badu Jang takes control. Not 1, but 2 dunks on 2 great possessions.
Yeah, and I thought Josh, I know, made one of the great passes. May have made both of them, but those are good feeds to get him the ball.
At this point, Longwood just trying to stick around. Allen makes it an 8-point game once again. Another key possession here. You use all the shot clock, and Elijah Wilson buries that 3.
Well, that was a huge 3 because I think it took it back up to double figures, and now we can just manage the game from here.
61-50 Coastal with under 2 minutes to go, and how about one more Badu Jang slam?
Well, a good pass. You got to give credit to the pass, but he's in good position. I mean, it's just a tremendous play on both those guys' part.
And once again, Coastal Carolina getting it done at the free throw line. I think it's important for your players to see what Warren Gillis did. He didn't have a very good offensive game for about 30 minutes, but here he is coming on strong, making free throws and delivering and not getting down.
Well, he hit free throws down the stretch, and, you got to do that in the late stages of a game because you're going to get fouled.
67-58 is your final. 4 Chanticleers in double figures, led by Josh Cameron with 17. Badu Jang had 16. Elijah Wilson with 14 and Gillis with 11. Coach, you like that distribution spread out?
Good balance, good defense, good balance. That's good. That's a good omen.
And after the game, Josh Cameron bragging about his teammate, the emergence of sophomore Badu Jang.
He definitely emerged another option. Earlier in the season, it was more so me wanting Elijah getting most of the mix, but now with Badu in there, it's opening up things for all 4 of us. So. And our other teammates as well. So having him at the 4, being able to contribute like he is making our offense and our defense a lot better.
No, I just come out ready to play. I think that's the main thing. Just come out ready to play. Have confidence is also good, but you got to come ready to compete and all that.
RHCC peak performer from the Longwood game, Josh Cameron, the junior from Wisconsin, 17 points and 7 assists, Coach, but the number you want to highlight, 7 rebounds for a point guard.
Well, when you got a point guard that gets you 7 rebounds, that's the highlight in the stat sheet because that says he's getting in there and helping people, and that's a huge stat.
Time for us to take a break. When we come back, we'll look back on Wednesday's game against High Point. You're watching The Cliff Ellis Show on WPDE News Channel 15. The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by HTC. This is life. Connect with it. And by DarPro Solutions, America's largest and oldest recycling solutions company that serves the nation's food industry.
HTC connects my family, neighbors, and businesses in our community to the most reliable communication services at the best possible value. More services, more savings, which is value I count on when I bundle, giving me more connections to the things that matter the most.
Switch to HTC Member Connections and save up to $45 per month. Call 369-7883.
HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
DarPro Solutions is America's oldest, largest, and most innovative recycling solutions company that serves our nation's food industry. DarPro offers their customers over a century of experience, a network of nationwide locations, and a continuous commitment to research and to develop tomorrow's recycling solutions. DarPro is founded on the heritage of 2 great companies, Darling International and Griffin Industries. A special thanks to DarPro Solutions for being the sponsor of the Cliff Ellis Basketball Show.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Waccamaw Land and Timber. Serving the Grand Strand since 1982, the ultimate goal of Waccamaw Land and Timber is to match the best interest of both the buyer and the seller. If you're looking for a place to relax, hunt or fish, the professionals at Waccamaw Land and Timber can find you the perfect recreational property. Call 449-0441 to discuss your real estate needs with Waccamaw Land and Timber. I want to thank my friend Keith Henson from Waccamaw Land and Timber for their support of the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers.
It was Memorial Day weekend. We got a call from the fire department letting us know that we had a fire at 2:30 in the morning. The fire and the smoke damage was pretty extensive.
He had 14 rooms that were affected. Getting this hotel back up and running was key for the Best Western.
We were up and operating within a couple days.
In the first week, we had 13 rooms back online.
Did a great job. They were almost like we didn't know they were here.
No matter what time or what type of job that would come in, A&I has the resources to get it done.
You hear fire or water restoration, you think of A&I.
Welcome back to the Cliff Ellis Show on WPDE News Channel 15. We go back to Wednesday night, Coach, where High Point, a team that has that superstar element in John Brown, a guy who could play probably anywhere in America, and it just indicative of the whole league, how everybody can knock each other off on a given night.
Well, NBA scouts were here, and after the game they made the comment and said, he's on a major watch. Those people that saw him play saw tremendous talent, and I thought we did a good job on him in the second half, but he certainly opened up the game for him. And we lost a tough one, but we bounced back, and you got to take them one game at a time.
It was an exciting ball game on Wednesday night. Let's check out the action between the Chanticleers and High Point. Coach, another tough tussle, but you did get off to a good start.
Well, I thought our team came out shooting the ball extremely well. The problem was John Brown was answering, and what a great player this guy is. He made some tremendous plays that we'll see. But both teams were going back and forth with each other, and I was really pleased with the way we were playing early on. As the game goes, we had too many turnovers, and then we had some breakdowns on defense.
Elijah Wilson put you in front 10-4, and then, Coach, here's Badu Jang with the slam. It's 12-6. Coach, Badu really had an outstanding effort on Wednesday.
He did. I was very proud of the way Badu played. He played outside, inside, and he did a great job defensively. He did a tremendous job. Very pleased with the way that he played.
You mentioned John Brown, Coach. He might be the best athlete in the Big South Conference. He can do it all.
Well, he's the preseason player of the year, and you see why. He just makes so many things happen, and he opens up shots for other players.
But you did enjoy a little bit of a lead in the first half. Elijah Wilson with the 3 here makes it 19-11, and then Wilson slams one down.
Well, that was a good play there. We needed more of those opportunities, really.
High Point would take a 28-27 advantage. This play by John Brown on the alley-oop shows why he is preseason player of the year.
Well, he's got all the skills.
Badu Jang inside-outside on Wednesday. This is Jang from 3 to put you up by 4.
Well, that was a big hoop for us, and Badu had probably one of its better games.
Coach, you went a little deeper in the rotation. Tristan Curtis gave you some quality minutes. This bucket here, you're up 39-36 at the half.
Well, El Haji is doing the best that he can. He's really struggling with his back, and we're doing everything that we can to just get through it. So it's going to mean Euros and Tristan and these guys just come in and do a great job for us.
Second half, you saw High Point come out strong with Adam Weary.
Adam Weary is a good player, solid, back from a year ago, double-figure score. He does a lot of good things.
And then the second half would just get tight the rest of the way. Badu Jang, the hoop and the foul, makes it 46-45, and you were really leaning on Badu for offensive output in this basketball game.
He was a key. He was a key for us. He was on, and we needed him.
El Haji J again on the inside. It's 55-54, and then here's Weary, Coach. It's 59-57. High Point's about to build a lead.
Well, they do get out on a lead, and I think our defense had really let us down here. Plus, we're having some turnovers that we don't need to have.
Josh Cameron hits a 3. The comeback is on, and then, Coach, here's Badu Jang on the inside. It's now a 4-point game.
Well, we're making a comeback, and there's going to be some good plays on both ends from here out.
Good plays indeed, Coach. This pass from Josh Cameron to Elijah Wilson, one of the prettiest of the night. You're tied up at 68.
Well, it's going to go down to the wire. Every possession's big from here on out.
Pretty good possession here defensively, Coach, but off that screen, Lorenzo Cugini hits the 3. You're down 3 with 2:18 to go.
That's a money shot. You got to respect a player that can come and want the ball and knock down a shot like that. You got to give him credit.
Once again, in the final 4 minutes, your team is fantastic at the free throw line. You got 2 free throws from Michelle Ananga and 2 from Warren Gillis. You go up by 1.
Well, we're up by 1, and we need stops every possession.
Big play here. It looked like this tide was going to turn to Coastal. Badu Jang puts you up in front 74-73. Coach, just as important, up the other end, you get an offensive foul.
Well, we get the ball, and we get the ball back, but unfortunately, we don't take care of business.
And that's what we're talking about right here. Elijah Wilson, got to remember, he's only a freshman. Could have used a timeout. It's easy for hindsight 2020, but this is Devontae Wallace, and this is the play of the game.
Well, there's no question about that. And, that's some inexperience. If you know your timeouts and you're in trouble, you take it. So, anyway, we'll learn from it. It's just one of those tough circumstances.
You're only down 1, 27 seconds to go. Elijah Wilson takes the 3. Did he take it too early, or was that the design there?
Well, we're trying to set a screen, get a pop, and then come. But we were definitely trying to get him the ball off that screen.
The miss there. High Point makes a couple of free throws. You got one more chance to force OT, Coach. Badu Jang just offline.
Well, if it goes, we're in overtime, but give High Point credit. Tough loss for our team. But High Point certainly made some good plays.
77-74 is your final. 3 Chanticleers in double figures, led by Badu Jang with 21 points, Coach.
He did a great job, and I was very proud of him and the way that he played. It's just tough. The bottom line is we didn't win the game, but he played well.
And after the game, we caught up with Badu and Elijah Wilson talking about the tough loss.
Well, I think what really could have made a change in the outcome is that turnover for that pass, and also that little last 3-point shot that I took. Should have took it to the basket since we was in 1-1, and they tried to draw a foul or something. But I put that on me.
I'm at the starting spot now, so I have to prove that, I can stay there and help my team. So I guess it's about that, and also a confidence catch up there.
Our HCC peak performer from the High Point game, Badu Jang, the sophomore from Senegal, 9 of 12 from the floor. Coach, he had 21 points, 9 rebounds.
And he did a good job defensively for us. Without question, he was a focal point of us on the offense and the defensive side of the ball.
Time to step away. When we come back, it's Sean's Corner. The coach goes one-on-one with Tristan Curtis when we return. The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration, Coastal Orthopedic, Strand Orthopedic, and Creek Rats.
Health Hero of South Carolina offers voluntary school vaccination clinics. These clinics provide influenza vaccinations to students in the public school setting regardless of insurance. This convenient approach to preventative care helps to keep our schools, families, and communities healthy. Please call 1-205-609-0268. I want to thank Health Hero for being a sponsor of the Cliff Ellis Show. They're a fantastic group.
Coastal Carolina University Chanticleers need to concentrate on playing their best, not worrying about what to do if an injury occurs. At Strand Orthopedic Consultants and Coastal Orthopedic Associates, we offer all our patients comprehensive orthopedic care from our team of renowned specialists. So no matter what your game, you can stay on top of it. Strand Orthopedic Consultants and Coastal Orthopedic Associates, proud to be the team physicians of the Coastal Carolina University Chanticleers and sponsors of the Coach Cliff Ellis Show.
Hello, I'm Tommy Britton. Along with my children, Case, Preston, and Mary Madison, I practice law here in Myrtle Beach. We're now known as the Britton Law Firm. We have fine men that are leading our students at Coastal to great achievements. It's been a pleasure over the years to sponsor this program. The Britton Law Firm, all claims, trials in all courts.
Crestcom Bank is now offering our customers a new reason to smile. It's our totally free checking. And when we say free, we mean free. Totally free checking means free online banking, free online bill pay, free MasterCard debit card, free first order of checks. You'll even receive a free gift when you open an account. To sign up for totally free checking, visit any of our Crestcom Bank locations throughout Myrtle Beach and Charleston. Crestcom Bank, have a nice bank.
WPDE News Channel 15 is teamed up with the Myrtle Beach Marathon again this year for the WPDE Marathon Team Relay. Grab your family, friends, co-workers, church group, and start moving with us on Saturday, February 15th. Teams can be made up of 2, 3, 4, or 5 members. Each member will finish a leg of the 26.2-mile Myrtle Beach Marathon. Registration is now open, but spots are going fast. For more info or to sign up for the WPDE Marathon Team Relay, visit carolinalive.com. Brought to you by WPDE News Channel 15 and these fine sponsors.
Welcome to Sean's Corner, and with us today is Tristan Curtis. He's from the Bahamas, another one of our international players who is so pleasing to coach because he is so attentive to the game. He's a listener. He wants to learn. He wants to get better, and he's improving on the game daily. And he's come into the country, actually went to high school in Texas, in Houston, Texas, and then he came here with us, and he's been just such a joy to coach. What has been the most interesting experience you've had in the States outside of basketball?
Outside of basketball is just the States itself, just experiencing like the big cities and the big lights and the big buildings. We didn't have that in the Bahamas, so it's like a culture change to me. I was amazed by it.
And basketball, what's been your most memorable experience thus far in the States as a basketball player?
Signing my Division I scholarship to come here.
So you reached a goal that when you left the Bahamas, you said, my goal is to go in the States, learn the game, learn about the American culture, and become a Division I athlete. How about that? Now tell everybody where you're from in the Bahamas.
Yeah, I'm from Nassau, New Providence, which is the capital of the Bahamas. A little small island, but has a lot of people on it.
And do you eat conch fritters?
Definitely. Conch fritters, conch salad, crack conch, anything conch.
What's your favorite meal?
Curry chicken, white rice with coleslaw on the side.
Man, that sounds good. That sounds good. Now, I know you like music. Who's your favorite artist?
I have a lot. I mean, which genre?
Your favorite?
I mean, I guess I like. I like Barris Hammond. He's a reggae artist.
Have you got a little? Hey, you can give us a little reggae. You got a little Bob Marley? Give us a little reggae. Give us a little reggae, just a little bit. I like reggae. You know, that's really become popular in the States, you know. Would you say Bob Marley's the guy that brought reggae to the States? I know he was popular before he came to the States. He's a Miami guy, but
I would say he was like the main artist to like really introduce it to America. And then like other artists like Beanie Man and Buju Banton, they came after him and just kind of spread it around.
All right, let's give the people a little reggae.
Got me one for just hold ya, put me arms right around ya. Gal, you give me the tightest hold me ever that's seen in my life.
I like that, my man. You got a career in music. Have you ever thought about that? Huh?
I'm trying to make it in basketball first.
I understand. Well, you're very good, very talented. And have you made a B yet?
I actually have.
Okay, he's an A student. I mean, he's top of the line. We're very proud of him. So he has made a B. I didn't think he'd made a B. So anyway, you got an A student right here, singer, basketball player, can do it all. But what a wonderful human being. Tristan Curtis, Nassau, Bahamas, on Shant's Corner.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Waccamaw Land and Timber, Beach Realty, and the Britton Law Firm.
Locals love Greek Rats for lunch. They say it's the fresh salads, fantastic wraps, and seafood baskets. But when you experience those incredible waterfront views, you get that relaxed Greek Rats attitude on the Marsh Walk in Merle's Inlet and on Celebration Lake in Florence.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Beach Realty. Working with Beach Realty means you get the reliability and dedication that comes with a team of seasoned professionals who are willing to go beyond the call of duty for you or your family. Visit scbeachrealty.com or call 877-98-SUNNY to learn how Beach Realty can help you locate your future real estate in the Garden City, Merle's Inlet, and Surfside Beach areas. Thanks to Kevin Dorenzo and the team at Beach Realty for being a part of our team on The Cliff Ellis Show.
Come get that relaxed Greek Rats attitude on the Marsh Walk in Merle's Inlet and overlooking Celebration Lake on South Cashua in Florence.
Health Hero of South Carolina offers voluntary school vaccination clinics. These clinics provide influenza vaccinations to students in the public school setting regardless of insurance. This convenient approach to preventative care helps to keep our schools, families, and communities healthy. Please call 1-205-609-0268. I want to thank Health Hero for being a sponsor of the Cliff Ellis Show. They're a fantastic group.
HTC high-speed internet is fast for my family, and that's good because with 4 of us online at one time, we can't afford to slow down. HTC is a plan that keeps our home connection up to speed, and faster speeds make it even easier to connect to family, friends, business, and entertainment on our tablets, laptops, and smartphones. And that's how HTC connects my home with the things that mean the most.
Get more speed at home for your new tablets with HTC high-speed internet and save.
HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Waccamaw Land and Timber, Beach Realty, and the Britton Law Firm.
Locals love Greek Rats for lunch. They say it's the fresh salads, fantastic wraps, and seafood baskets. But when you experience those incredible waterfront views, you get that relaxed Greek Rats attitude on the Marsh Walk in Merle's Inlet and on Celebration Lake in Florence.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Beach Realty. Working with Beach Realty means you get the reliability and dedication that comes with a team of seasoned professionals who are willing to go beyond the call of duty for you or your family. Visit scbeachrealty.com or call 877-98-SUNNY to learn how Beach Realty can help you locate your future real estate in the Garden City, Merle's Inlet, and Surfside Beach areas. Thanks to Kevin Dorenzo and the team at Beach Realty for being a part of our team on The Cliff Ellis Show.
Come get that relaxed Greek Rats attitude on the Marsh Walk in Merle's Inlet and overlooking Celebration Lake on South Cashua in Florence.
Health Hero of South Carolina offers voluntary school vaccination clinics. These clinics provide influenza vaccinations to students in the public school setting regardless of insurance. This convenient approach to preventative care helps to keep our schools, families, and communities healthy. Please call 1-205-609-0268. I want to thank Health Hero for being a sponsor of the Cliff Ellis Show. They're a fantastic group.
HTC high-speed internet is fast for my family, and that's good because with 4 of us online at one time, we can't afford to slow down. HTC is a plan that keeps our home connection up to speed, and faster speeds make it even easier to connect to family, friends, business, and entertainment on our tablets, laptops, and smartphones. And that's how HTC connects my home with the things that mean the most.
Get more speed at home for your new tablets with HTC high-speed internet and save.
HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
HTC presents a look back, highlighting some of the great moments from the Cliff Ellis era at Coastal Carolina.
We go back to February 28, 2008 in Asheville, North Carolina, as Jack Leisure makes history, becoming the Big South's all-time leader in three-pointers. Leisure would finish his career with 405 career triples, one of only 8 in NCAA history to reach the 400 mark.
HTC has been the title sponsor of the Cliff Ellis Show for the past 7 years. HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
Time for our HTC scouting report. Coach, longest road trip of the year. Got to get up to Lexington, Virginia to face the run-and-gun Keydets of VMI.
Well, they're very good. They're leading their division, #1 in the North, and you got to give them credit for what they've done. They're the last time that we'll see them in our league. But when you've got Covington and Glasgow and Peterson, they're certainly making a lot of noise. I know those cadets are going to be up there. It's always noisy with those drums and those uniforms in there, and they create a great atmosphere. They're a tough one to knock out at home, I can tell you. So we've got a big game on Wednesday, and then Saturday we come back with Gardner-Webb, a team that certainly has played well on the road. I think they've won 3 road games, so they played better on the road than they have at home. So we've got a 7 o'clock ball game Saturday night. Our fans need to circle that because it'll be a huge game. We're in this race. We got to take every game as if it's a championship game.
No question about it, Coach. Going back to VMI, you've got a lot of newcomers on this roster. You have to certainly prepare them. It's a different kind of game altogether. It's going to be run and gun. You know, the VMI just made headlines going 4 overtimes with Gardner-Webb. You know, the game could be in the 80s or 90s, no doubt.
Well, they've always been one of the nation's leaders on offense. They press you. They want to play quick, and it's just one of those games where you got to use your depth. When you see anybody winded, you got to get them out because it becomes I call it a 60-minute game as opposed to a 40-minute game. Today's game, or yesterday's game rather, was a slow game. It was more like a 30-minute game because Longwood was milking the clock and burning offense. It won't be that way Wednesday night.
I agree wholeheartedly. Should be an exciting week of Coastal Carolina basketball once again. 7-3 CCU on the top of the South standings, and once again VMI on the top of the North standings. Coastal's getting used to these showdown games. For the coach, I'm Rich Krampanis. We'll see you next week here at the ACC Center. Another week of Coastal Carolina basketball on the Cliff Ellis Show.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Health Hero.
HTC Home Security watches over my family, home, business, and property 24 hours a day. And it's security I can afford to protect those that are most valuable to me. With free installation and a low monthly monitoring fee, HTC offers the added peace of mind and the protection that I need for the things that matter the most.
Monitoring as low as $22.99 per month. System for only $99 with free installation.
HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Waccamaw Land and Timber. Serving the Grand Strand since 1982, the ultimate goal of Waccamaw Land and Timber is to match the best interest of both the buyer and the seller. When a friend or colleague is looking for commercial property, I tell them to call the pros at Waccamaw Land and Timber. Call 449 0441 to discuss your real estate needs with Waccamaw Land and Timber. I want to thank my friend Keith Henson from Waccamaw Land and Timber for their support of the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers.